Hello student, in last video we discussed what is the chemical equilibrium and what is the dynamic nature, okay? How we come to know the dynamic nature of chemical equilibrium with the what? With the hydrogen and deuterium exchange, okay? That we came to know, that is chemical equilibrium is a dynamic in nature, means our reactants are converted into what? Reactants are converted into products, products are converted into reactant, okay? Now let us discuss today's topic is we have what? Law of chemical equilibrium, okay? Now we have the law of chemical equilibrium, okay? What is the law of chemical equilibrium means? What is going to be tell here? If you see the law of chemical equilibrium, how can we define means? It may be stated as at a given temperature here, the ratio of product of equilibrium concentrations of the product to that of reactants with each concentration terms raised to power equal to the respective stoichiometric coefficient in the balanced chemical equation has a constant value. Okay, I hope you are not understanding. Okay, let us see what is the meaning of this one means. Here let us see, here we have one chemical equation, that is what? Small a moles of A react with the B. Okay, this small b means indicate means number of moles, gives rise to C plus D. Okay, now here we have the, okay, now we are going to express the concentration. Okay, that is called as, we are calling as a molar concentration. Okay, now here we have the A. Okay, A and B is there. A, okay, A. Now molar concentration I'm going to express with the word square bracket. Okay, square bracket means indicate now molar concentration of A. Next, next reactant what we have? B. Molar concentration of B means if you write in the square bracket indicate what? Molar concentration of B. Next product what we have? C and D. Okay, what we have product here? C and D. Okay, now molar concentration of C means you have to enclose in the word square bracket, and molar concentration of D means you have to include in the word square bracket. Okay, now what happened here? We have the each concentration term is raised to the power. Okay, here what we have? Each concentration term. Now the concentration of A is what we have? This is the concentration of A, this is the concentration of B, and product we have CD, this concentration term. Okay, this each constant term has to raise to the power. Okay, that is what here? Stoichiometric coefficient in the balanced chemical equation here. So this is our what? This is equation we have. Okay, this is the equation we have, the balanced chemical equation we have. In this, if you see the stoichiometric coefficient of what we have for the case of A, here we have small a moles of A, small moles of B. These are the what? Stoichiometric coefficient. Nothing but what? Here number of moles. Okay. So each concentration term here. So what we have? Each concentration term has to raise to the power. Okay. That is equal to what? Stoichiometric coefficient. Now here see, for the A, each concentration term I raised to what? Here power A. Why? Because means here what we have? What is the coefficient we have? A. Okay. Now for the B, what we have? Here small b. Okay. Here we have small b. Next, in case of here product what we have? We have C and concentration raised to small c. And in case of D, the concentration term raised to small d. Okay. Now, okay, next what we have here? It is the ratio. Okay, here what we have? We have the ratio of the product. Okay, now if you see the Kc, how we are going to define here? This is the Kc means what? It is a ratio of what? Here we have the product and reactant. Okay, this is the what? We have the products. Okay, this is the product and these are the what? We have the reactant. Okay, this is ratio of what? Product to ratio. Okay, product to reactant. Okay, so now if you see, now let us see here. Again I am going for definition. It may be stated as at a given temperature the ratio of, okay, I am taking the what here? We are taking the ratio of what? Ratio of product to equilibrium concentration of the product to that of reactant. Means product means here we have what? Multiplication C into D. Okay, then A into B. Okay, product of what? Product of, you are taking the product to ratio of what? Reactant. Okay, okay, then with each concentration term, here we have the concentration term of A is there, B is there, C and D is there. Okay, each concentration term raised to the power equal to, for what there? That is power, how much it should be there? it should be stoichiometric coefficient in the balanced chemical reaction, okay, that has some constant value. This constant value we are calling as a what? Equilibrium constant, okay. This what we call this as equilibrium constant. So general expression here we have the how you are going to express the equilibrium constant means here the expression of what? Equilibrium constant, okay. So you are going to express equilibrium how means this is the expression for the what? Equilibrium constant, okay. Like this you have to express the equilibrium constant, okay. Here if you see where here A and B, C, D are the equilibrium concentrations of the reactants and products, okay. Already we discussed here. Equilibrium means what? At equilibrium we have the both reactant should be there, product should be there, okay. So at equilibrium concentration here square bracket indicate means what? Molar concentration of reactants and the products, okay. So what we have next here? Molar concentrations of different species is indicated by enclosing these in square brackets, and as mentioned above it is implied that these are equilibrium concentrations. So once you enclose the concentration in the square bracket indicate means these are the equilibrium concentrations, okay. So next while writing the expression for the equilibrium constant, symbol for phases like such solid, liquid, gases are generally ignored. Here while writing the expression what happened here, for example this is we have solid, liquid, this is a gas, okay. While writing the what happened, while writing the equilibrium expression we are not expressing any phase here, okay. That you have to remember, okay. Go for the next slide. If you go for the next slide, what we have here, now let us see the example here. So we have the example number 1 for the what here. If you see the example what we have for the what? Equilibrium constant for the reaction, okay. We have 4 moles of ammonia, 5 mole react with the 5 moles of oxygen gives rise to 4 moles of NO and 6 moles of H2O, okay. So the reaction is equilibrium, okay. Here you can see the double head arrow indicate means what? Here the reaction is equilibrium, okay. Now let us see how we have to write the what? Equilibrium expression. This is the equilibrium constant expression, okay. So now let us see what are the products we have. Here we have, these are my products, okay. These are the my products, okay, and these are my reactants, okay. Now these are my reactants. So equilibrium constant what you have to go for the ratio of what? Product to ratio of reactant you have to take, okay. So now if you see then the product what we have the NO. In the product what we have NO and H2O, okay. Okay, you wrote the NO and H2O. Now each concentration term has to raise to what? Here according to stoichiometric coefficient. So now if you see for the NO we have the coefficient what? 4. So it has raised to what? 4. Now for the what? For a water molecule coefficient are how much we have? 6. So it has raised to what? 6. Next what we have the reactant. Here we have the reactant ammonia and oxygen, okay. Here we have ammonia and H2O, okay. Now each term has to resist power, okay. So if you see here for ammonia what we have 4 moles of ammonia we have and 5 moles of oxygen is there, that has to be raised as a power. So 4 moles of ammonia, 5 moles of that coefficient we have to raise the power, okay. This is the equilibrium constant expression for the above reaction, okay. Now let us see here we have an example table is there, okay. Now you see that this table, okay, this table what it indicate means here we have equation, okay. I'm taking the okay here what we have, as you know the well known equation for the up to, okay, up to this condition I'm talking about the up to this, okay. So reaction is what means H2, okay, okay, plus I2, H2 plus I2 gives rise to, okay, this is the what equilibrium reaction we have 2 moles of HI, okay, 2 moles of HI is there, okay. Now if you see here, if you see the experiment number 1, okay, this is we have the 6 experiment is there. Now you take the experiment number 1. Here if you see H2 concentration is here, okay, we have the initial concentrations and we have the equilibrium concentration, that is in moles per liter. Nothing but what? Moles per liter means the concentration simply you call as a what? Molarity, okay. Here nothing but simply we can call as a molarity, that is what we have symbol capital M. Already we discussed in the methods of expressing concentration in the stoichiometry, okay. So here if you see first H2 concentration is given, okay, I2 concentration is there and HA concentration is 0, means it is what? Initial condition. As you know very well, initially we have only reactant, there won't be formation of product, okay. But after some time, what, at equilibrium, as we discussed, at equilibrium what, you should have the reactants along with the product, okay. Now if you see that we have the reactants, that is H2I2, along with the product we have what, we have HI, okay. Now if you see here, so after some time, as you know very well, already we discussed, so as the reaction is proceed, what, reactants concentration has to be decreases, product concentration has to be increases slowly, okay. So product concentration has to be increases. Now if you see again here, the values are like that as only. Initially we have 2.4 into 10 to the power of minus 2 moles of H2 and 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 2 moles of I2. Now if you see the reaction rate here, after equilibrium, the what, H2 value is decreased to 1.14 and I2 value decreased to 1.138 to 0.128, okay. Now if you see, initially we have the HI concentration is 0, but after time what happened here, we have the some amount of HI is formed, okay. Now this is the first experiment. Now go for the second experiment. Here again H2I2 is there. Reaction, initially we don't have the HI, but after some time we have the both reactant and product also there, okay. Now here for each reaction, if you calculate here, we have the what, calculation of Kc, okay, equilibrium constant expression. So first we have tried the expression for the first we have tried the expression for the above reaction, okay. This is our what, chemical equation, okay. Now this is our chemical equation. Now I am going to write the Kc for this one, okay. Kc, what is that one? Equilibrium constant. Kc equal to what? Okay, Kc equal to, here we have, that is product, what we have, product we have the HI, okay, HI is there, that molar concentration is raised to power what, 2. Why? Because means stoichiometric balance chemical equation, we have the 2. Next reactant, what we have, H2, molar concentration of H2, okay, you have to enclose in the square bracket, and molar concentration of I2, okay, I2, this is you have to enclose in the what, square bracket, okay, this is a, okay. So for the sake of convenient, already here we have the expression, okay, here we have. Now if you substitute the values here, means HI means first case, what, how much value we have, 2.58 into 10 to the power of minus 2 you are going to substitute here. For H2 you are going to substitute 1.14, 10 to the power minus 2. For I2 you are going to substitute here 0.12 into 10 to the power minus 2, okay. Then you are going to get the value how much, 46.4, okay. Like this, for you are going to repeat second and third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So what happened here, see the value, it here what we are getting almost same, okay, 46, 47, 46, 46, 46, okay. So it indicate means at particular temperature, okay, at a particular temperature Kc equilibrium constant for reaction is constant, okay. From this table we come to know what, at a particular temperature, I am talking about a particular temperature, okay, at particular temperature, okay, at particular temperature what, equilibrium constant is what, constant for a particular reaction, okay. If next, if you go for the next move to the next slide. Okay, next what we have, equilibrium constant in the what, we have in the gaseous system, okay. Now in the gaseous system what happened here, we are taking the Kp, okay, it's simple, we are taking the equilibrium constant gaseous system, we have the symbol what, Kp, okay. So why? Because mean for gaseous reaction partial pressures are conveniently used, since at any fixed temperature partial pressure is directly proportional to the concentration, okay. So just now we took the what, here in previous slide we took the concentration, okay. Now here instead of concentration we are taking the what, partial pressure, okay. Already we told you what is the Dalton law of partial pressure means what, here in the mixture we are telling the what, partial pressure, not the pure pressure, okay. So here why, because means here partial pressure is what, directly proportional to concentration, okay. Let us see how. Means here, as you know very well, we have the ideal gas equation, what we have, PV equal to nRT, okay. So if you want partial pressure means here P equal to, you can write as a what, nRT by V, okay. Here what is the P? P is the pressure in the Pascal we are taking, and N is what, number of moles of the gas, V is the volume in meter cube, okay. Then if you go for the next, then T is the temperature, okay. T is the temperature that you have taken in the Kelvin, okay. T is the temperature in the Kelvin, And here, as you know very well, N by V is the concentration in moles per meter cube. Nothing but here, what is the formula of molarity? Molarity, what we have? Molarity equal to N by V. Nothing but number of moles of solute and volume in liters. Okay. Here, if you take the liters. Okay. Nothing but here, what we have? N by V. Okay. Nothing but N by V. Nothing but what? You can take the concentration. Okay. That is what moles per meter cube or moles per liter. Okay. If you take in the pressure here, so what here, what we have equation PV equal to what we have nRT is we have the ideal gas equation. Okay, so here P you can write the N by V. Okay, N by V into RT. Okay, now here this total term I am going to write as a what C. Why? Because means here what we have, you can take as a molarity as a M or C. Okay, M or C. So P equal to I am going to write as a what, C into RT. Okay, C into RT means P is partial pressure is directly proportional to molar concentration, nothing but molarity. Okay, so here you can write as a P equal to what, CRT. Okay, so as you know very well, P here you can write this is a what for the gas. Okay, why? Because we are taking the gas now, so gas concentration into RT. R value here what we are taking in the bar. Why? Because means here pressure we took in the bar. So what is the value of R? 0.0831. Okay, again here R values came, so you have to recap for the, you have to go for the again what we discussed in the states of matter. So R value 0.0831. Okay, now at constant temperature what happened, the partial pressure of the gas is proportional to its a concentration. So here if you see again same situation. If you see here what we are at constant temperature, mean T is constant, R is constant, then what happened, partial pressure is directly proportional to concentration. So here general equation can you, how can you write for the above here? So for example we have an equation. Okay, A plus B gives rise to C plus D. This is the equilibrium equation. Okay, now all are gases, these are all are what, gases. So you are going to write the what, partial pressure, not the concentration. So what is the expression here? We have the Kp. Kp means what? Here equilibrium constant for the gases. That is what Kp equal to now partial pressure of C. Okay, in this equation what here if you see now here for example partial pressure of C. Okay, partial pressure of C is what we are going to write as a Pc. Okay, partial pressure of D you are going to write as a Pd. Okay, with the subscript D. Now partial pressure of A means P with the subscript A. Okay, partial pressure of B means with the subscript B. Okay, again according to what, law of chemical equation equilibrium, what we have, each concentration has term raised to its coefficient. Now P has the coefficient what, A, it has to is A. Okay, for B what we have, small b, so we have the B. Next for C what we have, you have to raise the concentration term as a C, and for the D you have to raise the concentration as a what, D, small d. Okay, now according to what we have definition, ratio of what it is a product to reactant, or a product to reactant. No, so you have to go for the expression what you are going to write. Okay, this is the expression for the above equation. Kp equal to partial pressure of Pc into partial pressure of D divided with the what, partial pressure of A into partial pressure of B. Okay, so next go for the next slide. Now let us see the relation between the Kp and Kc. Okay, so what is the relation between the Kp and mean here relation what we have? Here we have relation between the Kp and Kc. So that is what, Kp equal to, we have the relation what, Kp equal to Kc RT delta N. Okay, so simply I will remember for sake of landmark Pc. Okay, simply P and C. Okay, P is just, as you know very well, personal computer. This is just a landmark. Okay, so Kp equal to Kc into RT delta N. Okay, now let us see how it is possible. Okay, how the relation is came. Let us see how the relation is came. Okay, I am taking one example here. So what is the equation we have here? H2 plus I2 gives rise to 2 moles of HA. Okay, this is the equilibrium equation. Okay, now if we write the Kc, what is the expression we have to go for? This is a product. Okay, product molar concentration raised to 2. Why? Because means in the coefficient what we have here, 2. So concentration term has to raise as a 2. Next, reactant what we have, H2I2. Okay, here coefficient what we have here, 1 1. So if you write the 1 here, if you write or if you don't write, that is won't much matter. Okay, H2 power raised to 1, I2 raised to power 1. Okay, just now in the previous video, in the previous slide we already discussed, that is what, partial pressure of a gas is directly proportional to molar concentration. Okay, nothing but simply we all discussed P is equal CRT at particular temperature, T is constant means then what happened, P is directly proportional to partial pressure of gas. Okay, now so here if you write instead of here I am going to write now here. So as you know very well, if you write the Kp, okay, for the Kp, if you write the Kp, the equation what will become, okay, so if this is Kp, okay, if you write the Kp, not the Kc, so then you have to take the one, here hydrogen gas is there, so partial pressure of hydrogen, Phi, that raised to 2 and divided with the one, we have the partial pressure of hydrogen raised to 1, partial pressure of iodine raised to 1, okay. Now since from the above equation here we already want P equal to C into RT, okay. So you have to take the molar concentration into RT, okay. So now partial pressure of HI means what, here what we have, partial pressure of HI is equal, you can write was molar concentration of HI into RT. Now partial pressure of I2 means what, molar concentration of I2 into RT. Partial pressure of hydrogen means hydrogen molar concentration into RT. Now substitute all the values in the above equation, okay. Now let us see for next slide. If you go for next, now if you substitute all the values here, so P value if you substitute here, we have how much we have, okay. So HI into RT means if you here what happened, RT has to be multiplied, okay. So this has to be multiplied, so RT square you are going to get total, why, because means total you are going to substitute. So here partial pressure of how much we have, H2 into RT. Now partial pressure of I2 into RT. So simply I am going to RT taken out, okay. So if you see here simplification, here what happened, here we have the 2 in the denominator we have 2 RT square and the numerator we have 2 RT square, okay. So this RT going to be get cancels, okay. So what you left now, you left with the only HI, okay, HI square H2 I2, okay. So this is equal to what, Kc, why, because means if you go for the previous slide, so simply we are going to write as a what, instead of this one we are going to write as a what, here Kc, okay. So in this case what happened, this total value equal to Kc. So in this example Kp equal to Kc means both equilibrium constant are equal, okay. But however this is not the always, it is not possible. Let us go for the next example, okay. Next example what we have, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2 moles of ammonia, okay. Now let us the expression here what we have, Kp equal nothing but molar what, partial pressure of N2 raised to 2, why, because means coefficient what we have 2, okay. Next reactant what we have, N2 plus and 3 moles of H2. Now partial pressure of N2, here we have coefficient 1, so you can write as a 1. Here partial pressure of hydrogen, it has to raise what, 3, okay. So now if you substitute, already we discussed here, so we have the partial pressure of means, so if you want partial pressure of N2 means what we have formula, partial pressure of NH3 means what we have formula here, partial pressure of ammonia means here we have the formula what, molar concentration of ammonia, okay, into what we have here, molar concentration of ammonia into RT, okay. Why, because means here we have equation what we have, partial pressure equal to we have CRT, okay, molar concentration of into T, okay. So now if you here what happened, each concentration is raised to 2, so you have to go for the total term, you have to raise it to 2. So now if you substitute here in the equation what happened, here if you substitute NH3 taken 2 and RT square, okay. Why, because means each concentration term is raised to 2. Next like that you have to go for the partial pressure of nitrogen, partial pressure of hydrogen, okay. Now if you substitute here, now you go for the get cancel the what RT values here. If you go for the cancel the RT values, so here if you see here what have we have, RT square is there, okay. So one RT here, one RT going to be left, okay. So here one we have one RT, here one RT, so how many RT we have, 2. In the we have the what, denominator we have, so if it's go upside what happened, it will become -2. So now what we left here, so you have this value total, so this total term, okay, this total term here, this is equal to what, Kc, okay. This total term equal to what we have, this you can write as a Kc. Okay, here for this equation if you write the expression, that is equal to Kc. So this total I am writing as a Kc. Okay, so what you left, RT minus 2. Okay, RT minus 2. Now this is the relation for this one above equation. Okay, now you can see for this here what happened, Kp value become Kc for the above equation, but here in this case what happened, Kp equal to Kc into RT minus 2. Okay, this is the equation for the what formation of ammonia. Okay, go for the, if you go for the next slide. Now let us go for the general equation. What we have the A here. If you go for the general equation, so here we have the general what, A moles of A, B moles of B, C moles of C, and D moles of D. Okay, so now if you write the again Kp means, if you write the partial pressure of C, it has raised to C, partial pressure of D, it has raised to D, partial pressure of A, it has raised to A, partial pressure of B, it has raised to B. Okay, again if you substitute again here, if you substitute the value according to what we have relation, P equal to, we have the molar concentration into RT. Okay, if you substitute again, you are going to get this one. Okay, so here simply if you go for the what, here what we have, molar concentrations of C, D. Okay, again that is applicable to what, here I am going to write. Okay, so Pc, if you write the Pc, molar concentration of Pc means what, here we have molar concentration of C into RT, that has to raise what, that has raised to what, C. Okay, so now what happened, now if you go for the simplification, C power of C, okay, then RT power of C. Okay, that is our molar partial pressure of C. Okay, again now if you go for the partial pressure of D, if you go for the partial pressure of D equal to what we have, that is C R T, that has raised what, we have the small d. Okay, small d. Now as you apply for the exponential to the all the terms, so C to the power of C. Okay, nothing but we have the what, concentration as a d, that is called what, d. Okay, d. Okay, d to the power of d. Okay, RT into d. Okay, so like that you have to go for the both. Okay, now if you go for the A, okay, what we have, partial pressure of A means, partial pressure of A equal to what, A into R T. Okay, hold to the power of what, we have the A, hold to the power of, we have the A. So if you apply here what, A to the power of A, okay, R T to the power of A. Okay, like that you have to go for the B also. If you substitute all the values here, so you are going to get, simplify here what happened, here exponents we can add. Why? Because means bases are same, then you can add the exponents. So you are going to add the C plus D here. After that here we have the A plus B. If it's go what, numerator, it's become what, minus. Okay, so C plus D minus A into A plus B. Okay, now this concentration term total you can write as a what, here we have this relation for what, you can write as a what, Kc. Okay, so if you write the Kc expression, you are going to get this one. Okay, so simply you can write here what, this value total equal to Kc. So this total we can write as a what, delta N. Okay, we are taking the what, number of moles. So now if you have here, what is the delta N means, here delta N means what, number of moles of gaseous product minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. Okay, in the balanced chemical equation. So you have to take the number of moles of here, very important, you have to take the only gaseous product and gaseous reactant only. Okay, so here we have an equation what, when delta Ng is 0. Okay, if the number of moles difference is 0, then at that condition what, Kp equal to Kc, means both are same. Where delta Ng is what, positive, then what happened, Kp is more than that of the Kc. If delta Ng is negative, means difference you are getting the negative, then Kp is less than Kc. Okay, what is this one? We will go for the example in the next class. Okay.